The Destroyer is back. Amazing graphics, spellbinding music, 100% action-adventure, all taking place in a universe of ghouls and furies. Dive into the dream, or the nightmare. And this is ActRaiser 2 from Quintet and Enix America Incorporated, released in November 1993. It is, of course, a sequel to ActRaiser and one of the most disappointing follow-ups of all time. You know, a lot of people liked it. EGM liked it. IGN liked it. Nintendo Power kind of liked it. I do not like this game, and I do not like this game for several reasons. Number one, it does look good. I will get that out of the way. They really did update the graphics quite a bit from the first game to the second game. However, let's talk about a couple things first. Number one, about that, the storyline has no direct connection to ActRaiser 1, but it kind of, sort of, more feels like it could be a prequel, having played the game, or just not tied in at all. It does draw concepts from things like Paradise Lost and the Divine Comedy, though, so there's that, if you're into that kind of thing. Number two that I don't like, they changed the music a little bit. ActRaiser 1, while they have the same composer, I'm fairly certain. I'm checking real quick. I don't want to be wrong here. Yes. A lot of the music was changed, and you can hear it in one of the opening themes that they used for both games. It's missing parts in ActRaiser 2. And it was so good in ActRaiser 1. It's so noticeable in ActRaiser 2. It really just doesn't feel as complete to me. Number three, the game is ridiculously hard. Much harder than the first game. Part of that comes down to your controls. You now have charge attacks. Your sword will change depending on if you're standing, ducking, pressing up, jumping and pressing down. They greatly expanded the combat because the next strike for it for me is they took out the God game simulation parts. This is strictly 100% platformer, nothing else. Going back to the fighting, a lot of the time that I died playing this game when I was a kid, I used to own it. I wish I still did. But a lot of the time I died on this was because of the goofy controls. I mean, we've got wings now, which means we can float, but I fell off platforms, I fell into enemies a lot, and it's really difficult to get a good handle on it. So I did beat the game for a Let's Play, but I cheated. I used an infinite life code, and even then, the game was friggin' hard. This game sold 180,000 copies worldwide, and a lot of people felt that it wasn't as good. In 1996, Sega announced it would be publishing a Quintet-developed remake of ActRaiser 1 and 2, titled Act Remix for the Sega Saturn. However, they stopped. Quintet decided that ActRaiser was outmodded, and they reworked it and released a game titled Solo Crisis instead. They started working on a third game for the Nintendo 64, but never finished it, and our lead programmer went on to do some other things after that. However, Fumiyaki Shirashi from Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, My Life as a King, said he would be interested in making an ActRaiser sequel. So, maybe someday.